What's up, gang? Toby's Takes here with... My name's not Toby's Takes, my name is Toby. Toby here with episode 3 of Toby's Takes. This is take 2 of the episode because I just talked for like fucking 15 minutes until I was interrupted and I wanted to check the recording, and the shit was recording in slow motion. I had accidentally set my phone to record in slow motion, so I just had it was like I was talking for like 15 minutes, or not even that, I was talking for like 10 minutes, and it ended up being like a 40-minute clip. So yeah, I got completely sidetracked. I have to talk about everything that I just fucking talked about in that episode. Fuck. So yeah, as for why the series was on hold for a long time, for a few months, the biggest reason was every time I wanted to come out here to record, it ended up being like fucking freezing out. Like, so I'm talking like 30, on a good day you got like 40 degrees, and that was like the best you could get. It was a bad idea to try and record this series outside in the winter, but we did those few episodes, and then I kind of stopped doing it because I didn't want to freeze myself to death. But now we have a good, today's March 27th, we have a good like 60 degree day. This is like 60 something degree day. This is absolutely beautiful. I feel like we're finally getting into spring right now. You know, we still got some leaves on the ground, but you know, you can't get rid of them unless you want to pick up every single leaf. But yeah, but it is the world. We live in a completely different world than the world we lived in when I made those last episodes, and the world we live in now. It's completely different. We live in a completely different world. As all you guys know, the coronavirus, the COVID-19 outbreak, pandemic that we have is absolutely fucking the world in the ass right now, you know? Like, we are getting fucked. The U.S. is now number 1 in cases worldwide, ahead of China and Italy, which initially they got hit the hardest. We're getting absolutely fucked. My phone's not plugged in, so it's gonna die. Hold up. We stay prepared over here in Toby's Takes. We're prepared for anything that might happen. Yeah, but people aren't going to work. I mean, most people aren't going to work. There are people who have to go to work. They're basically putting themselves on the front lines right now, and they're doing great stuff, even though they probably shouldn't be. People aren't going to work. People aren't going to school. I'm not going to school. They're not going anywhere. They're just staying. They're not seeing people. At least they shouldn't be seeing people. I remember I don't know if you guys saw it, the fucking video of those people on Miami Beach. Like, this was like well into the pandemic, and Miami Beach is fucking crowded with fucking dumbass college kids who don't want to give up their spring break in order to not fucking get the fucking coronavirus. I saw that shit and it pissed me off. I might like splice it in a little bit just so if you haven't seen it, you can see it. But yeah, the shit is completely fucked right now. When I made those episodes before, Bernie was actually in the lead back then. Bernie was actually, he was the one who was most likely going to win this thing. Now, Bernie has no shot anymore. We're either going to have 4 more years of Trump, or we're going to have 4 to 8 years of Joe Biden, neither of which is a fucking good scenario. Those are the 2 worst case scenarios, and those are the 2 scenarios that are actually going to happen. You know, we got fucking all these fucking problems. People don't have health care. People can't go to school without going like fucking into massive debt. We got like 12 years to do something about climate change before we're fucked. It has increasingly become harder and harder to shake the feeling that we are completely fucked. As a society, as a species, as a world, it's very hard to shake that feeling. And speaking personally, from how this has impacted me, it's not on the same scale of the fucking world ending and people dying because they don't have health care. But you know, I'm a senior in high school. I'm in my senior year. I've been doing this shit for the last 3 years, and all of a sudden, basically my senior year has basically just been canceled because of this fucking coronavirus. Because Governor Baker, good old Charlie Baker, he did the right thing when he did it. I can't fault him for doing it, but it still kind of sucks. School statewide is canceled until May 4th, and as a senior, I get out like at the beginning of May, so I might not even go to school at all anymore, or I maybe go to like 1 or 2 days. Like we're not gonna be able, us, the class of 2020, we're not gonna have like actual graduation ceremonies. We're probably not gonna have prom. We basically just had our senior year stolen from us, and it sucks. So yeah, we live in dark times, you know? Everyone's stuck. No one really knows what's gonna happen because we have a fucking president who's basically not doing a damn thing about this pandemic, you know? Like Trump talking about how he's basically just gonna let it rip, so to speak, by April 12th. Gonna get the whole system back up and running by April 12th. Sacrifice the lives of elderly people. The immunocompromised, that took way too long for me to took me way too long to get that word. The elderly, the immunocompromised, a lot of those people are gonna die if Trump actually gets this whole system back up and running in like 2 weeks. So, yeah, if that happens, we're fucked. A bunch of Republican states, they're not doing a damn thing about this. Most of the blue states, I live in Massachusetts, we're handling this well. We're handling this decently well. Governor Baker, he put in a stay-at-home order. Basically, it's not exactly a shelter-in-place order, but it's pretty close to it. So a bunch of the blue states are actually taking precautions and actually shutting things down because there's a fucking pandemic, and a bunch of the red states are not doing a damn thing. Which those states are gonna get hit. People are gonna die, and it sucks. Just because the fucking the governors of those states care more about the fucking they care more about the economy and the profits of the fucking they care more about the money than they do the people, you know, which sucks. It's dark times. I keep saying it, but it's dark times that we live in. I'm trying to think if there's anything going on. I mean, Childish Gambino. I know this is completely off topic. Childish Gambino finally released his album, and I really like it. You gotta take me you can fucking get nowadays, because you're not getting shit these days, because everything sucks. Yeah, Childish Gambino released his album. It was good stuff. We're still waiting on Frank. Eternal Take finally dropped. 2020 has actually it's been a terrible year for everything else, but it's actually been a great year for music so far. We've had a lot of great releases this year, which it took until like April. It took like this time to last year to get anything. Like 2019 was dry as fuck music wise, but we're actually eating this year. Yeah, I was just sitting there for like a minute and a half, trying to think of anything else to say. I don't really think I have anything else today to say. I think I went over everything that I wanted to say in this episode. So hopefully, this has been episode 3 of Toby's Takes. I'm hoping now that it's hopefully getting nice out, I can start doing these episodes more frequently. I know for damn sure I have a lot more free time than I used to, because fucking there's no school anymore. There's basically no school anymore. So I'm hoping that I can get these episodes out on a weekly basis, just like I wanted to before. So that's it. Toby's Takes. Toby here with Toby's Takes. My name is not Toby's Takes. My name is Toby. Out.